Facing the Future equips young people with educational tools. Should I? Does it need to be exact?
No.
Just here.
Okay.
So okay, are you rolling?
Each year, about 1.8 million students use our curriculum in the classroom. And not only are we in the United States, but we're actually in 142 different countries around the world. So it's very exciting for us because we sit here and we pack up books for China, and we send books to France, and we send books to Africa and all over the world. And it's really exciting to know that sustainability isn't just an American issue. It's an issue that everybody around the world is looking at. And so young people get this idea of this greater world outside of them, and that what they do in their own life, in their community, and in their family, and in their school has an effect half a world away. We try to help create sustainability natives. So just as 20 years ago when computers were being introduced, everybody had to learn how to work on a computer. And so it was something that was new, that was introduced to them. But then as it got integrated into our society and integrated into schools, we grew up with technology natives, computer natives. We want sustainability to be that same sort of thing. So we want to integrate that very early in young people's thinking so that as they grow up they become sustainability natives. And so what we do is we try to measure assessments in the schools, and we talk to teachers, and we also right now we're embarking on a experimental designed evaluation to actually show the effect that our work has on the lives of young people and on the teachers who are teaching the classes, because it's important for the teachers to feel confident, excited, and joyful about teaching these things in the classroom as the young people are learning as well.
I think all of us have the same ideas about what the mission is. We really want to impact students with hands-on curriculum that gets them excited about sustainability issues and prepares them to take action in their community to help solve some of these big global challenges. I think there's kind of a disconnect between environmental ed and regular classroom education. Environmental ed tends to be the short stint that students do out in the field, and it's not really tied back or integrated into their classroom experience very well. And I think that's one of the things Facing the Future does really well. We bring these sustainability issues into all of the core subjects, so that way it's not just this external experience that students are having once and it doesn't really relate to their everyday lives. There was one that I used, Spaceship 5000 or 3000. So students are asked to think of a closed design spaceship. They have to leave Earth because Earth has been damaged, can't support humans. And they have to think of like water source, food sources, government, and all of those kind of things that they would need on a spaceship with no interaction with Earth. Some students don't think to put like a government in place. Some students don't think about air quality, or how are you gonna recycle your water? So it really depends on their background understandings. So it's really great for just driving a lot of conversation. So what are you going to do if you don't have clean water, for thousands of years? Something you need to address. And I think kids also have a lot of power in teaching their parents. So even if their parents don't have a lot of these sustainability-based behaviors, kids can really make a difference in their homes.
Yeah. Because we really believe that everybody makes a difference. Now, whether they choose to make a positive difference or not is in their hands. Society needs to be changed too, and we need to make group decisions and actions, but individuals is where it begins. So we look at young people as respected change agents, like you guys. So you're here deciding that you want to talk about issues, share issues, and make a difference, a positive difference, and that is what we want to support. We put energy and time and rigor and love and hope into our materials so that young people feel empowered to make a difference no matter what age they are. We care about teachers before they're in the classroom and after they're in the classroom. And we want them to love teaching. We want them to love being the nurturers of the next generation, and we think they need and deserve more respect, and that's part of why we do what we do. Because I think in education we assume that you need to be to some level of knowledge, or you have to have some level of experience before you can make a difference. It's absolutely not the case. Global sustainability comes with a set of values and ethics, and we're not interested, for example, in education that makes people better warriors, or that will increase the number of weapons on the planet, or that will make people be more efficient oppressors of other people. So we care deeply as to what is education for. And it is for humanity, for taking care of the living world, for taking care of each other. And so if we're not doing that, then what is the education that we're providing to young people and to teachers? We want to give people the sense that they have a right to their ethical core. They should name and live their values, and that's an important part of education. It's not supplemental. It's not something extra. So if your materials aren't working towards a more sustainable future, then you're a barrier to it. So we really care deeply that we're walking our talk, that we realize when we aren't, we call ourselves on it, but that we have a lot of joy doing it because we feel like we're engaged in doing the right thing. You're capable right now of making a difference in the world. And so with our materials, we want to get some content knowledge out there, and we want to let you loose on the world. Let you loose on the world. I don't think enough materials challenge students deeply enough. They have an intrinsic sense of what's right and what's fair and what should be done and what could be done, and why aren't we doing it this way, or why aren't we doing it that way? So we should be listening to our students more deeply, and in fact that should be driving the education agenda, and it's not. Because you're much more valuable than the workers of the future. You guys are going to change the future. So Mayor McGinn made June the 6th, which is the day of our book launch for Exploring Global Issues, Facing the Future Day. So to bring all the people for the city of Seattle together to think about building a more sustainable, just, and peaceful world, and getting the skills and knowledge, critical thinking, collaboration, communication, so we can make it come true.
Nice.
And hot topic, Governor Jay Inslee has named September the 26th through the 28th Global Sustainability Week. So we're looking forward to partnering with universities, colleges, friends, other K-12 institutions around the whole state of Washington to celebrate sustainability.
That is really big.
I know, that's really exciting.
Am I looking
You
at
can
the,
look
okay,
at the camera
I'm
now.
looking at the camera. And hopefully you'll delete all of the other bloopers. But Gary, I cannot believe that your last class is coming up. And number one, I don't believe it because you have continued to teach me in the blank years that I've been gone from Seattle U. So though the context might be different, it might not have desks and Seattle U students, I know that you will continue to be a teacher, just as you, and a leader and a mentor, just as you have been to me. So thank you for all that you have done to encourage me and my passions throughout my life. And I hope you can come to the EGI launch party. I don't know if you'll get this in time, but